welcome to episode 10 of the Entirely X Gaming Podcast. This week is kind of special. It is full of even more dicks than before. Ha ha ha. Get it? Dicks means 10 in French. Thanks, Ben. Thanks for that.
that was a great intro.
Lyrical genius.
Although, I think if any of our French-speaking people, they're going to be like, I think it's, what is it, dis? Or
Dis.
Dis?
Yeah, you spell it
Dis.
D-I-X. Thanks,
But
Ben, for that.
Since we're Americans, it's dicks.
Yeah. But that's right. That's our 10th episode already. And we're very excited already. This is, it's been good so far. We've had a lot of good feedback, and we appreciate it. So, with that being said, let's get into this show, because we got quite the show for you. So we're going to start it off with what we've been playing. Ben, what have you been playing?
So I've been continuing for the most part with my South Park Odyssey, learning new and wonderful fart powers, which is...
Alright.
Yeah, it's great fun, this game. It's full of the genuine South Park comedy, the stuff that you come to expect from Trey Parker and Matt Stone. And just, again, every time I see Jimmy come on the screen and he starts stammering, I'm in floods of laughter. I can't help it. It makes me laugh so hard.
Does that make you a bad person?
I hope it doesn't make me a bad person, but I'm probably going to hell.
No, I don't think it makes you a bad person.
But yeah, so it's been great fun. I have no idea how far I am through it. That's another thing. I know I've played a fair amount, but I don't know how far I am through, how close I am to the end. So we'll see. We'll see. All the characters are wonderful. They're exactly as they are in the show, and they've put some thought into this game, or at least the storyline. So yeah, it's great fun. I've been playing a little bit of Madden, just on and off, keeping the time occupied.
Okay.
But I suppose the big ticket news item that you guys are interested to hear about this week
What is it?
Me and my girlfriend were going around the shops this weekend, having a look around, and there was a Nintendo Switch sort of stall.
Oh, did Benny Boy pick up a Switch?
No, not quite that.
So close.
I nearly had you there, though. No.
You almost did.
Saw, loads of these people playing Pokken Tournament, and I've never played that game before, and I love Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's the
What'd you think?
franchise that I love. It's cool, but Charizard's OP.
Yep. 100%. I had it on the Wii U, and that's exactly what I learned.
Yeah.
I believe it. Yeah, it is on the Switch. That's right.
Yes.
I forgot that came out a couple months ago. Ugh. But no, Charizard was all I used, and I dominated the single player stuff. So
Yeah, he's a bit mental. I was there using Gengar, getting slapped about by Blaziken. Actually, my girlfriend slapped me about with Blaziken.
Ooh,
Blaziken. He's a dirty Pokemon even in the games.
Yeah, so that was really cool. I enjoyed it. I get it. I get the impression that while that game's wonderful and seeing all your favorite Pokemon mashing around is great, you'd get very tired of that very quickly.
Yeah. It wasn't something that captured me.
No.
And kept me playing.
No,
Yeah.
it's not Pokemon. Pokken. It's not Pokemon Stadium, is it? It's not the same deal.
No way.
Pokemon Stadium. Yes.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing this week. So I'm gonna pass on to Tyler.
Oh, I've been doing a little less. Probably should have been playing a bit more, but I messed around on my Switch and played a bit of Mario Odyssey. For some reason, I just feel like getting moons in all of the different kingdoms now. For some reason, don't know why. Then I've been playing Ultra Moon. I beat the Elite Four. And then I just started the there's like an added mission on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon that involves Rainbow Team Rocket. It's basically Team Rocket. Yeah, it's basically like Giovanni comes back and starts causing trouble. So, but they call themselves Rainbow Team Rocket.
Because Pokemon isn't gay enough as it
is. No, never. And then, but the biggest one that I was playing some Gears of War 4.
Yeah, buddy.
It just looks great on the Xbox One X, and yes.
It's that 12 Days of Gears is going on.
Oh yes. I forgot. I was wondering why I was getting so much free stuff.
Yeah, that's 12 Days of Gears.
That's why.
Yep.
That's why I'm getting so much free stuff. But
why.
Yes, no, it looks fantastic on the Xbox One X. I love it, and I'll be playing that. So,
that's all you played?
Yeah, I didn't play a whole lot because I tried going back on Fortnite, and then I was just like, I need Ben and Mike. And then
you gotta step your game up.
Yeah, I know. Well, with your list of shit, Mike, what have you been playing?
So I've been playing quite a bit of stuff. I did hit a couple cool milestones this weekend in particular. I just hit 370,000 gamer score.
Woo!
Yeah, that was pretty good. And then actually today I'm at 373,000 gamer score. So, yeah. But that puts me over 13,000 gamer score this month alone. And before we were recording, me and Benny came up with a nice little goal, and we did some math for me. So my goal is by December 31st, 2017.
Ugh.
He has to have blown the entire state of New Jersey.
I want to be at 390,000 gamer score. So that's a 17,500 gamer score in about 2 weeks.
I was close.
Close. It's the same.
That is insane.
Yes. So, that breaks down to about, if you want to round up, it would be about 1,250 gamer score per day until New Year's Eve.
Christ.
So, that is my goal. That is what I am working towards. And I have it on tape saying that I'm going to do it. So, now I'm screwed.
Yep.
Now you gotta do it, or you're a liar.
Now, what have I been doing to get, you'd say, 13,000 gamer score in less than 3 weeks, right? And that's only usually playing on the weekends pretty hard because of work.
Yes.
Well, I played games like Mr. Pumpkin Adventure.
That just sounds terrible.
You're going to have to explain this one to me. Come on. I need to know what Mr. Pumpkin Adventure did to keep you entertained during this week.
Jesus.
I still have absolutely no idea what the game is about. It's a it's a point and click adventure game, right?
All right.
So you have to go around, and the achievements require you to find 4 pieces of diary in each section, and then you have to get out. Well, luckily on TrueAchievements.com, there is a lovely guide that gives you all the puzzles and everything you need, all the passcodes for stuff, and all you have to do is just input them, right? So this game takes about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours if you're going really slow to complete. But yeah, point and click, and it's about this guy who was put under, I guess, by a crazy doctor, and then you have to give him a red pill or a blue pill at the end. And
it's the Matrix.
I don't understand it, because if you give him the spoilers, I guess, if you're gonna play this fucking game.
Nah.
I'll give you 30 seconds here. Okay, go. It is, at the end, you give him a blue pill, and then you give the crazy doctor thing, and it builds a beanstalk, and it shoots up, and it takes Mr. Pumpkin to the rooftop, and he's in a rocket ship, and then you have to put a flower that you found inside the rocket ship, and then he goes away. I'm not kidding. That's the end. That's one of the... There's 3 endings. That is one of the endings.
That just... Oh, that makes no sense.
Man, I don't know. It's an easy 1,000. I don't know what you want me to say.
Can't even find a reason for it. Just like, nope, I don't get it either, dude.
Don't understand it. It was, I think it's $3.99, so not bad. Quick. Then I moved on to Jump Step Step.
What?
Exactly. That it's about a robot that you have to
So it
put
jumps some
commands
steps.
in. Yeah, basically. You put a sequence of commands together, and then you hit play, and the robot moves like squares depending on what you made it do. So you can make it move, jump, rotate left, rotate right, and then you can add in like repeaters to repeat a process. Again, TrueAchievements.com has a wonderful guide.
God.
So follow that guide.
Are they not sponsoring us yet? I mean, Jesus.
No.
Yeah. And then another game that requires a guide, Ikimu.
Excuse you?
Yep. Yep. That's a game. Yeah.
Wait, is that... Sorry, I just looked at the thing. Is that actually how you spell it?
That's how you spell it. I double checked it because I wasn't sure.
That is hilarious.
I kind of wish I'd got a picture of you playing that game on my
Oh my
feed.
God.
Just, what is Mike playing today? Oh, Ikimu.
Yeah, it's a third person
Pile of shit.
pile of shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Hack and slash. You're this little ninja-ish guy going around collecting your friends. There's like 5 levels or something to it. Each one of them has a crystal you have to break, and at the end of the level, you free your friend. That friend becomes part of your party. So the first level, you get a guy who has like a big club, and he can break down walls and stuff.
It's one of those
Really?
games where you gain abilities as you go along, and that lets you get it more of the game.
I wouldn't even say abilities. It's just there's 4 characters. That's it, and they do something a little different.
Right.
Yeah. Again, TrueAchievements.com has a great guide for it. Did that. I'll do 2 more of the garbage games. More ACA Neo Geo. Burning Fight. That one was a pain in the butt. I finally finished that one off. High score mode was a little tricky. You pretty much have to have a perfect run on the first level. I did it. And then ACA Neo Geo Bout Fatal Fury Special takes roughly 30 minutes to complete.
That's not too bad.
So I did that one.
That's pretty much nothing. That's good. Is it hard,
No,
or
that
is
was-
it just
No,
mash through it?
no. It just the time it takes to mash through it. That's it.
Okay.
I think I messed up once and had to restart, but it was right at the beginning, so
So possibly
wasn't too
last
bad.
time.
Possibly last time. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I started Minecraft Story Mode Season 2.
Oh, okay.
Interested so far. I believe the final episode just got announced, and that should be coming up
Let
soon.
me guess. There's blocks. You make stuff out of them.
There's I did make, for those of you who are Rooster Teeth fans, the first section, you have to make a statue. I made a shitty Tower of Pimps.
Woo!
Yeah. So I did that. It's good. It's, Telltale stuff. Minecraft. It's funny. It's good. Then my real treat is I'm starting to dig into Wolfenstein 2.
Dig.
How's that going?
Really good. I like it a lot. I can see why it won Best Action Game of the Year. I totally agree with it. I've probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours in, somewhere in there. But it is fun. Just running around, hacking people. The stealth bits are fun, and I normally don't like stealth bits. I'm not really a stealthy person, unless I'm playing Splinter Cell. Different. So it is good. I like it. I like the story. And then I played some more Switch stuff. Mario plus Rabbids. Still does not deserve Best Strategy Game of the Year. I did get to a point where it got more challenging, and it made me think, which was interesting. But at the same time, it only activated 10% of my brain. So the I have to focus only on this, and But it's a great playing game.
What you mean is you got to a point where you had to stop watching a series, playing a game on your phone, and eating something while playing the game. That's what you mean. You had to stop doing all the other shit that you can do at the same time to pay marginal attention.
Yeah, I had to pause Rick and Morty on my phone while I was on a flight. I had to stop drinking the Jack and Coke in my hand and actually play the game.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why it won Best Strategy Game. It made a 25-year-old
you actually hold the Switch.
think about it.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was my list o' garbage this
Wasn't
week.
too bad.
I will be back next week with another list, even bigger. Yeah, but we'll get into the news, and maybe I'll describe some of my plans for tackling this 17,000 deficit that I have to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's move on to our next segment, a little something extra, which is where we're going to talk about our favorite games of this generation.
Right, so this is the game that we've played since the recent generation of consoles has come out that we think is the best so far.
Yeah.
King of games, some might say. Enjoy that, you Yu-Gi-Oh fans.
Yeah, because we've talked about our favorite franchises, achievements, completions, and our game of the year. But there's plenty of other games out there that we play in between the ones that aren't quite game of the year, but that we still thoroughly enjoy, right?
Yes.
So, we're going to stick with maybe 2, if you have to stretch it to 3 because you can't think of another one, which for me is not hard. But Ben, what would you say is your favorite game this generation?
So, you guys had already guessed mine before I'd even written it down.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
If people have been paying attention week by week, they can probably guess mine right now. I tried desperately to look at things that are more recent games, to look at stuff that was this year, even to think, can any of this figure on the list? And it can't. Not compared to The Witcher. Nothing is as good. The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. There was a moment when I spent some time remembering the beauty that was Battlefield 4.
Yeah,
and
it was nice looking.
It was just an incredible game, and it wasn't World War, old guns style things, which I can see the appeal, but I'd rather shoot some more modern guns, thanks.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm getting tired of Germany. Like, it's alright, but can we go to another country, please? Just saying. So yeah, like, Battlefield 4 was incredible, but the only thing that's actually blown me away in this current gen of games has been The Witcher 3, just for beauty of the game, scale of the game, depth of side quests. It's just, it's the
nice.
total package. So
Okay.
yeah, easily mine.
I have a random question. Has that
Okay.
gotten a 4K patch for the Xbox X?
It did.
It did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. You have
Okay.
to own the disc, though.
I own the disc. Okay, I might
Yep.
have to go out. So, Ben, I know this is probably going to upset you. I played like 5 minutes of that game.
Which 5 minutes? Did you actually get to that first monster hunt?
I got out and about, and I think I ran into a wraith, and then it killed me, and I was like, I'm just going to stop.
You have missed one of the great experiences of your life.
So,
Well, the good news is, and that's the whole reason for this segment, is you can still go back and play these awesome games.
Yeah, and they keep doing all these sales on it as well. They
Yep.
keep doing,
yeah.
buy the full version for like £10, and I'm just like, how have people not bought that yet? I mean,
Exactly.
I know it's not a recent game, but if it's got that textures thing or the update for the 4K, and
Then it's worth it.
that game is so much fun. Just pretend that it came out last week and go play it. You won't notice any difference.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll love
I
it.
can do that. I can do that.
Struggle your way through that first fight, Tyler, and don't choose the hardest difficulty setting.
I don't know what it was. I was just like, I think something happened and my Xbox kind of like froze, and then I was just like, I'm just gonna stop playing this game for a bit,
Yeah.
and I never went back to it. So, oh well.
You make me sad. Go play it.
I'm sorry.
But what are some of your favorite games, Tyler?
So, I know you said keep it to 2, but I've got 3.
I'll allow it.
Just
Okay.
doesn't obey the rules. Just fuck the rules, huh, Tyler?
Yeah, fuck them.
I-
Heck 'em.
I said 2 or 3.
So my first one, which is probably the biggest one on my list, is Sunset Overdrive.
100%.
Oh my god!
Not for me.
I
No?
was going to
Oh.
put this on my list. This was going to be mine, but I let Tyler have it.
Yeah. So that one, oh my god, that one was just fantastic.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I popped it in, it was just instant clicking, and I loved it. So
Yeah. It
um,
the world, how you
the
traverse
world,
it, how it plays. Yeah.
just the fact that it was made by the people who made Ratchet and Clank was just like,
Some would call them Insomniac Studios,
There you go.
by their name.
nah. So, I wish Ratchet and Clank was on Xbox. That would be great.
Yeah, thanks for that, Tony.
Yeah, thanks. Another one that kind of came out, I think relatively near, or it was either before or after it, was Dying Light.
See, I
Oh,
enjoyed
yep.
that game for the most part, but
Mhm.
when you play through that game trying to get all the achievements, it takes some of the fun out of it.
Yeah, that's true. But all in all, I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked the whole free running aspect of it. Like I thought it was cool that you could just, vault over zombies and run and craft like crazy random weapons, and it was just like, huh.
Yeah, that game was that game was a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
you do feel genuine fear when the zombie hordes
Yeah.
spot you.
And it was one of those games that when it became nighttime in there, I was just like, I don't want to go outside.
I'm gonna wait till daytime.
Like I will go and find a bed and I will sleep in it for 8 hours. Because those nighttime zombies were truly
They were no joke.
They weren't, and it was not pretty.
Yeah.
And then the third one, for me, was Titanfall,
Wow,
Yeah.
which Titanfall?
the first one.
Right.
All right, when that came out on the Xbox One, I didn't go. I was in college, and I didn't go to class for like 4 days.
Yeah.
When it came out, I literally went out, got it, and I went back, and my roommates were just like, "What are you doing? Why aren't you sleeping?" And I'm just like, "I'm playing Titanfall, bitches." And then,
God.
like, I just couldn't put it down. And then there was one day where I was like, "Okay, I gotta go to class today." So I went, got ready for class, went down to the bathroom. I came back, and this random fucker from next door was in my room playing my Xbox One, playing Titanfall.
Yeah, it's
Like,
not cool.
Just randomly. I'm just like, excuse me, who the hell let
It's,
you in? And get the fuck out of my room.
on your bike.
It's your new favorite thing, isn't it, Mike? That.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah,
So-
no, I remember that was the game. That's one of the few games actually of all the games in this generation of consoles that I've had all the DLC for and got
Yep.
all of the Gs for. All.
I think I'm
Yep.
missing a couple, but it was. Oof.
That game was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. Like
The
it was
achievements,
just like
maybe not.
yeah, the achievements maybe not. I think I actually have one glitched achievement on it. But it was just like it was so much better than Call of Duty. And
Yeah.
I don't know, but so
It's probably my favorite collector's edition I've ever bought.
oh,
I bought the big Titan. It was
yes, you did.
like $250.
Yep.
It was
I-
worth it.
I wish I had gotten that one. I did buy the collector's edition of Titanfall 2, however, so
Yes, you
kind of
did.
made up for it. And that thing, that helmet that it came with, oh my god.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty cool.
yeah, but those were my 3. So what about you, Mike? What do you got?
So, Sunset Overdrive, I've always been a huge advocate of that. But Tyler already talked about it. So,
Yep. But I mean, that game
Stole
is
your
just like
thunder.
Yeah,
it's just
it's
a
fine.
great game.
because there's 3 other games that don't get a lot of love. The first one is actually a smaller game. You could consider it, I guess, a indie-ish. Child of Light.
Oh,
Yeah. That was by Ubisoft. It's like
was
this
a beautiful-
turn-based RPG. It was really cool. Very well done.
that was a beautiful game.
I really enjoyed it. Next, Far Cry Primal. And you might think, oh, it's Far Cry. Like, why would people not like that? But not a lot of people actually played Far Cry Primal. So
I
I'm
didn't
one of
I
those
see.
people.
There was a lot of games that came out at the same time. I think,
Exactly.
if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's a great game. It really is. Now, the only thing I don't like about it is when there's talking, it's in a random fucking language, and it's
You
it's
can't understand
subtitles.
it. Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
that sucked. But once you get into it and you get into the groove of upgrading your village and upgrading your spears and your bow and everything,
Yeah.
that gets fun. It gets real fun.
Okay.
And the story does get really interesting. So I would highly recommend playing Far Cry Primal. Just get through it. Then my big number 1 is actually from last year, the Doom reboot, in 2016.
Yes.
Like one of the best first-person shooters out there. It is so smooth. Looks gorgeous to this day, and those execution moves, I've never felt more satisfied doing that.
It's a really fun
Yeah,
homage back to the early years of first-person shooter. You know, you've got your Unreal tournaments, your Quakes, your things like that.
yep.
It feels in the same vein as those games, and it makes you miss them. It makes you miss them.
Yep.
I might have to play Unreal Tournament now.
Just Unreal Tournament. Don't.
Yeah.
Just whatever you do, don't play it on the Switch, because no.
I'm still gonna buy it.
No, it
Wait,
doesn't
what?
belong on the Switch. Doom on the
Unreal
Switch.
Tournament.
No, Doom.
No.
Oh, Doom.
Doom. Like, I'm sorry, but Doom on the Switch does not belong.
One of these kids is not like the other.
Yeah, Mike thinks it does. I don't. I don't think it belongs on the
Right,
Switch.
because I spend hours on a plane. I need
I get
something
that,
other
but-
than Mario vs. Rabbids.
Yes,
Buy
you
the
do.
DLC
Yes,
for
you so do.
Zelda.
Right, but when you beat Zelda, what do you do? Right.
Go around and kill random monsters on
No,
Zelda.
no, you go play a good game, a great game, and you go play
And
Doom.
Doom
no
on
matter
the
what
Switch?
platform you want to play it on, go play Doom. That's all
No,
that matters.
I don't think Doom on the Switch is a good thing.
Well, go play it just to prove
I don't
Tyler
want to.
wrong.
Like, I
Send-
literally don't
tweet,
want to.
tweet us your pictures. Yeah, send us to him of the
Ugh,
box of Doom.
No. Ugh.
Yeah.
Actually, I do, however, want that collector's edition of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
The statue
It's
that
actually-
comes with it.
It's on sale quite often at GameStop for like $60, $70.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah. Just gonna have to pull the
but-
trigger one of these days.
yeah. That looks really cool. But the one you kind of jumped over, Mike, was Child of Light.
Yeah.
Like I
Talked
remember
about
when I remember when you suggested that one to me. You were like, "Yeah, it's an easy 1,000," and it is.
Well, yeah. I mean,
But I was
It's an
sitting there
easy
and
1,000, but it is a fun 1,000.
It is. Like, I
Exactly.
enjoyed it. I was just like, oh, this is nice. Like, yeah, there's 1 or 2 missable achievements, so you might want
yes,
to do a
there's
little.
2 characters that you can
Yeah.
miss.
Yeah, so.
There was also a glitched achievement at launch.
Oh, I
Not
didn't
glitched,
have
it was finicky. About using the Ubisoft trading thing to send something to a friend.
Oh, yeah.
That has, from what I've seen, has been fixed and resolved.
It has,
At launch,
because-
it was very rough. if
I
you
didn't have any issue with that though when I did it.
No.
Yeah.
No
When
issue
I
at
did it,
all.
I didn't have any issues, but mine was well after the launch of it. But that game, like, if they had, like, they probably could have done like a full like release of that game, like, you know, a disc and everything. Like that game
Yeah.
could have been
I
so much
hope a
bigger.
second one comes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hope so too.
I'll
like,
make this shout here now then, right?
Mhm.
Best what I would call, and people will know what I mean, arcade game
Mhm.
of the
Yep.
recent generation.
Yes. Yeah.
Of
I would
of
agree
this,
with that.
Child of Light. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would agree with that.
Yes.
Because, like, I think what you said was it was kind of like Final Fantasy VII when it was the turn-based stuff. And I was just like, when I started playing it, I was like, this is exactly like Final Fantasy VII with the turn-based.
Yes.
And
The only thing that holds me back from saying it is Cuphead.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. That's the only
that's
thing.
true.
Cuphead's
See,
great.
I have
so-
yet to play Cuphead, so
Man, you're in for a treat.
I've
some-
watched him play it, so, but I do want to play that one, and my girlfriend has been bugging me to buy it.
I like
pretty
how
much-
she's bugging you to buy it.
Yeah.
She
Just
bugs
buy
me
the
to buy
damn
a lot
game.
of games. She made me buy I Am Bread, and we sat there angrily yelling at the game for 3 hours while we played.
You
So-
could have played Cuphead, but you have I Am
We could
Bread
have.
instead.
But we had to play I Am Bread. I Am Bread is a fun game.
No, I refuse to believe this.
When you have a couple of
Garbage.
drinks and you're just sitting there yelling at it, you have fun with it.
Tyler, when I've had a couple of drinks, any game gets fun. I've sat there, playing with shoelaces, and that's been fun. Like, this is-
So, I don't know.
Iron Bread is at least more fun than Gone Home.
but them shoelaces, though.
Yeah, just give Ben a game about untying shoelaces.
Shoelace Simulator 2017.
Oh God.
That's
Don't you
great.
start me. I'll get back on the farming simulator thing.
Oh,
Or the
farming simulator.
spin tires. That was it. Spin tires.
Oh, the mud one from last week.
Yes.
Yeah. God, so bad.
So bad.
So bad,
But that's
man.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
But no, I really enjoyed Child of Light too.
No,
that
so,
was a good one.
so hopefully you haven't played any of those games. Although you should have, because those
You
are
should have, because
maybe the only one out of those.
Yeah,
But
some
it's
of those
Child of
ones
Light.
were were some big games.
They were, but they're also, not the Call of Duties and Battlefields of today.
No, but you
so.
think about it though, like for Witcher 3, for example, I hadn't heard about the Witcher series. I hadn't heard that much until I played the Witcher 3.
Yeah.
I just sort of saw it and I was like, okay, let's try that out. And that blew me away from out of nowhere. And I think that's why I love it so much, because it was completely left field. When you think about the movies that you've seen in your time, the ones that amazed you the most are the ones that you didn't know what was coming.
Right.
And that was what, the best games I've ever played have been for me. Something that I just had no idea about. They were just completely brand new to me, and they just took my breath away.
Right.
I think if you haven't played these games, if you haven't gone out there and taken a look at them, and even played just a little bit, give it a try, because some of them are really excellent. And until you open your world up to these new franchises, you'll miss out on some really incredible experiences in the gaming world.
Yeah. Like Child of Light.
Yeah.
Check them out. I'm pretty sure it's cheap now. I'm not too sure. I
Must be
probably should
cheap
look at
now.
prices.
It must
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's it. So check those games out and tweet at us. Let us know if you picked one up. And
At
Liked it.
entirely_X.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means I don't have to plug later, right?
No, that's not how that's
Yeah.
not how that works.
Damn.
But we'll move on to the news.
News.
As I hinted at before, of what's going to help me get 17,000 gamer score here in 2 weeks.
This is
ACA Neo Geo. I have been talking about them. I play almost all of them at this point. They are now porting them over to Windows 10 with a full 1,000 gamer score for the same price.
Look,
Like-
can you hear the happiness in his voice there? With a
no,
full
Ben.
1,000 gamer score.
Ben, I think you mean Dread.
Yeah.
Because, this
I'm
This is
looking
gonna
forward to a couple of them, like
No,
Metal
you're
Slug.
not. Nah,
No,
oh,
Metal Slug.
Metal Slug,
This is-
okay. The only
Yeah.
good ACA Neo Geo
yeah,
game.
Yeah.
this is gonna be painful to watch. I'm just gonna say it's
You
gonna
should,
be
you should
gonna-
video document it, Tyler. You can slowly watch his descent into madness.
Yeah, you'll have to see the setup. I'll post pictures on Instagram of the setup
yeah.
I'm going to roll with.
Yeah, he
for
told
it.
me.
I've currently have planned I have a TV for an Xbox One X. I have my 360 TV. And I'll have a Windows 10 PC.
Could you not
Oh.
just send like an email to the people at Microsoft, just being like, "Look, I'm gonna play all these. Could I only play one on each console, and then you just give me the achievements for all of them? Because this is gonna kill me."
This is
Gotta earn it. So I'm going to do it. We'll see how that goes.
wait,
So, yay, more.
Mike.
What?
Please tell me Turf Masters is not one of those.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh no!
Yeah. That one might kill me.
If Turf Masters is one of those, Mike is going to be dead because
I'll be dead.
That
I
game-
promise.
was just terrible. If anyone has played that game, I know your pain because I've played it. Like, I was playing it while Mike was playing it, and I was just like, this is fucking shit.
Yeah, it was not.
Oh.
So yeah, that's coming. That's cool. But then, so PUBG came out on the 12th, right?
Whoop.
Yeah.
Did.
There is more than 1 million Xbox One players in the first 48 hours that got on it.
That is impressive.
Before
Pretty
I
good.
sit here and eat that humble pie, before I do, right? Let's see whether those numbers maintain.
That's definitely. We'll see if it continues to grow.
This is a
But-
war that's going to be won in the long term, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, definitely. And many of you may be wondering if we have played it or picked it up yet. And I actually haven't picked it up because the day before it launched, they announced that there will be no achievements while the game is in preview.
Ew. I'm glad I
So-
haven't picked it up yet.
Yeah, the game
Although-
on PC has spent almost a year in preview. I'm not
My-
going to play the game and then a year later get achievements.
My
No, like
question
who's
is-
going to go back to that a year later to just
Right.
get the
But-
achievements?
Hey, what if they made the achievements kind of, I don't want to say retroactive, but like the game kind of kept track of what you did.
Yeah, retroactive
And
would be
then-
the way I would
yeah.
put it.
Okay, there's
And
going to be
then-
3 problems with that.
All
Okay,
right.
Uh-huh.
first
that?
off, if they're retroactive, they're going to have to make it based on fairly boring stats. Like,
Yep.
how many times did you win single player mode? Well done, have an achievement. How many times have you gotten this many kills in a game? Well done, you got an achievement. It's going to be... It's not going to be good. That's not going to be good. Also, anything that you... This is point 2, by the way. Anything
Okay.
that you come up with that people haven't fulfilled already, they're going to have to go back to the game. Now, playing any shooter game,
Mhm.
you guys will know how this is. When you come back to it after a long time, there are 2 kinds of players that play.
Mhm.
There are the desperate noobs who have just picked it up just to have a laugh, and there's like maybe 1 or 2 of them per game. And they're on your team, by the way, just every time, because you're only playing on your own.
Yeah.
And then there are the hardcore, been playing this game since day 1, plays it every day, plays it for, a clan team that's playing it semi-pro all the time. Sat there with 16 aimbots ramming bullets down your throat. And they are sat there every time just ruining you and your noob teammates. trying to get achievements in an environment where those are the players you're playing against is going to be hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
It's just put achievements in your game and I'll fucking play it day one.
Yeah.
So just do that.
I guess if you put it that way, Ben, I guess, yeah, I can see why they probably shouldn't make it retroactive.
I just feel like it's something they could have done now. I hate this. They've made so much money and they can't hire someone to sort achievements out.
Nah, it's crazy talk.
Yeah.
That's money they gotta spend.
But just fix your damn game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well,
see. I mean,
in other news, Crytek is suing the makers of Star Citizen.
I don't even know what that is.
So this is something that I've put up for us, isn't it?
Yeah, I've also been watching this because if you don't know what Star Citizen is,
I don't.
Man, you've been under a rock, Tyler, because that game was on fire on Kickstarter.
Okay.
This was like the most backed game ever, like millions of dollars that it reached. But Ben, you want to explain this lawsuit?
Yeah, so Star Citizen, just as a bit of background, is a space exploration and trading building sort of game. If you've played any of the X games or the like X1, 2, or 3, or if you've played there's another game, Mike, help me out here.
Which one?
I've played it. That's the worst part. I've played it.
Oh man, I know which one it is. It's the one in game preview on Xbox.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, keep going. I'll think of it.
There's plenty of these games. I mean, it's a sort of genre of games that people are starting to get into more on the console because they made a lot of money selling them on PC. It's a big genre when people get into exploring space and building up nice little empires. And some of the greatest MMO stories come from EVE Online, which is a huge space exploration, space building, space.
Space.
Yeah, I'm in space. Space game. But what has come about is basically Crytek, who were allowing the people making Star Citizen to use their engine to build, but had a contract that said that they had to exclusively use CryEngine to build it. Have said that they've breached contract. They've also said that they used it. Like, this is where I start to get a bit like, really, guys? I mean, really? They said that they used it in the pre-alpha or something, or the very beginning phase of game development. They used CryEngine, but didn't have permission to use CryEngine. So they're suing them for that too. Mm-hmm. And then they're suing them for copyright infringement as well for using something in CryEngine that they shouldn't, or failing to maintain confidentiality with using CryEngine. Yeah. So it's a massive shitstorm basically, and I am
the biggest offense here is that they removed the CryEngine logo from the game booting up. That you just don't do that. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what they did? They could literally just like call they could just be like, "Hey, we're going to do this. Is that okay? We'll give you some money."
Well,
but
no. The reason being was they said that they were going to go into Amazon's Lumberyard product, which is Amazon's video game development branch that they own.
Yep.
And said that they were going to go into that. Said that that's what the game's going to be running on. Lied about it, and it was still running on CryEngine 3. And removed all logos of the CryEngine. But said it was running on Amazon's.
They shouldn't be doing that.
No, that's going to get you in trouble.
If
that is because
if this kills this game, because I was watching some clips of this and it looks so good. I am so excited.
Oh Jesus!
Ben, I figured out that game.
What was it?
Elite Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous. There we go. It's very like Elite Dangerous.
Yep.
Which is a great fun game, but it takes a lot of doing.
Yep. That was that game.
I still
Yeah,
don't know
well
what
done.
that is.
It's quite bad that I played that and can't remember the name.
And you can't remember.
Yeah.
I still don't know what this is. Okay. Now that
Tyler,
I'm
Tyler,
taking
go look
pictures.
at
Yep,
Space
okay,
Sim
I know what
games.
it
I
is.
mean,
We're good.
I know if we get you into them, we're probably going to lose you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is one of those things that, you know, if Tyler has played them in the past, then you guys have had to wipe his memory, and if he remembers, then he just disappears off into madness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I think that wraps it up for news. Wasn't a crazy busy week.
Nah. I mean, I'm still surprised. Well, I'm not surprised that PUBG had 1 million players.
Yeah, never mind.
I know that's more than Fortnite had with the 50v50.
Yeah, because they were down. Yeah.
Because they were down. But
Is that back up yet, by the way?
I don't know.
Haven't
We
checked
haven't
it out?
tried. We should probably check that out.
See, this is the
sometime.
thing, though. Have any of us checked it since that release?
I don't think so.
Nope.
So, what that means is that failure to have systems up and running by day one. I know they
Yeah.
got excited and they decided to, push it through at that game announcement thing, but
Yeah.
what they've done there is they've actually killed the enthusiasm for it.
Yep.
It's a bad plan,
Yeah.
guys. Get your games working before you try pushing them out.
Yep, definitely. Actually, we did miss one thing.
What?
Destiny 2 DLC came out,
Right.
and
Yes.
there was a big uproar because the prestige mode for the raid, you used to be able to access it, and instead, you can no longer access it unless you pay to have the DLC.
Ooh, they've
That's-
taken content away,
Taking content away. Yep.
and
No
yet
offense,
people are
that's-
still playing this game.
I
Yep.
haven't touched it. That's stopping me from going back.
Yep. I'm not buying the DLC. They did. Bungie has come out and said that they are going to roll back a couple things in their next update, coming either before Christmas or after, to change a couple other things, couple balance and guns that were new that are OP. So that sucks. More Bungie drama.
Yeah, that kind of sucks because Destiny 2 probably needed that. Like, they needed that DLC to be like, hey, this is how we're different from Destiny 1.
I don't think it.
Please play our game over the holidays.
This wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
This wasn't a big DLC. It was just if they had done a nice little DLC, delivered it, that was it. Cool. Next is our big one. It would have gone a long way. Now it has become, here's our first one. Oh, we fucked up everything. Now we have to roll back a bunch of stuff. And God knows what is in the bigger one that they have to now fix. So, yeah, that sucks. But we'll keep an eye out on that one. But let's move on to deals and sales. There's a couple things this week to keep an eye out on. I would say for Gamerscore, the top two are 6180 The Moon. 6180 The Moon, however you want to say it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, grab that one. It's a nice, easy 1,000. Refunked, I believe, is $1.50, and I talked about that a couple weeks ago. So definitely grab that. And Bridge Constructor is relatively easy. That takes probably about 5 hours, but I would still grab it at the price it's at. And Bridge Constructor Stunts, I picked up for $5.
Okay.
I don't like it as much as Bridge Constructor.
What's happening? Is stunts happening? Is that the only thing?
No, because it's still... So it's building the bridges, but it's not like you have full control of building the bridges. Yeah. And then you still have to get the truck across, like by controlling the truck, by acceleration and flips and stuff. And I don't know. Just it lost its charm that Bridge Constructor had. And I really liked it. So, but there's a quick, I would say 2,000 gamer score right there. It would take about a couple hours, but I've already done them. So, that's I have a feeling this week and next week will be pretty slow. Maybe this week we'll hear about the Christmas sale from Microsoft.
Yeah, that's the one
probably.
that's going to end all my hopes of having
That's-
money again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna hurt me again.
Yeah.
Actually, also out. It came out during last week after we recorded. A Walking Dead collection, a physical, so it's a disc with a total of 4,000 gamer score.
Oof.
Yep,
That's
for $40, I think. So
okay. That's not too bad.
I'm gonna wait on a price drop, like
Yep.
a rollback or something, and then
That's
pick it up for
Probably
$20.
a good idea.
Yeah. So, anyone else see any good deals or anything?
Nah, not so much.
Nah.
You've got
Okay.
access to the Back to the Future game now. We're
Ooh,
halfway
good
through
call.
December.
Yeah, games with gold. Yep, I did download
Yeah.
that already.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
I
So
probably have to download
I
that.
will have to go and pretend to be Doc Brown for several
Ooh,
hours.
no, not for
I
me.
heard it's pretty rough. So
Is it bad?
it's pretty rough. This is like what broke Telltale out of the mold because they made this game.
Yeah.
It was this game, and then I believe it went The Walking Dead. Maybe Jurassic Park was in there somewhere, but this was
Yep.
like the last bad Telltale game. But
Oh.
yeah, so I'm sure that's going to be on my list of that 17,000 gamer score I have to kill.
What about? I think there was another game. I think it was called Dex. On Games with Gold. I think it was what? It's $10 with Games with Gold.
What on sale?
Yeah, it's on sale. It looks like a rather easy 1,000. It's only 1,600 on TA. That doesn't seem too
Depends
bad.
on the hours. 10 to 12
Yeah.
hours to complete it.
So that's not horrible.
It's what, $5?
No, it's $10.
Eh.
It's not horrible, but it's
not
not
horrible.
great.
It's probably better than a lot of the ACA and Neo Geo games. So.
That's true. You're gonna be on those for a bit.
The rest of his life, Tyler, for the rest of his
Till
life.
I die. Which I'll die because of those games. So it's a never-ending circle. But yeah, I think that's it for this week's show, and that's episode
Not too bad.
10. Yeah.
Whoop,
Boy.
whoop.
Yeah, we did it. 10 weeks. Next week, I believe, is Christmas, and we're going to have to talk about how we're going to record, how we're going to work that out. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll put a show out. Don't worry. We'll get one going
Somehow.
somehow. So, but thank you guys so much for listening this week and for
Plugs. Plugs.
listening to the show every week.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. You can follow us on Twitter. Benny,
At entirely_X.
good job. You did your job.
Yeah, that's me done. For forever
job.
now, yeah?
Yeah.
Twice in one show, that's just me done.
Till next week. Tyler, Instagram.
It is entirely _X_gaming_podcast.
Look at that. Still no
Boom.
spaces.
That
No spaces.
genuinely makes me smile every week that you have to read out that.
I
Yeah.
hate the fact that there's no spaces.
And the two other things, facebook.com/entirelyxgaming, and go to youtube.com and look up EntirelyX. Go, please subscribe, like the videos. We will be putting up more videos on there other than the podcast in an audio form. We have some streaming stuff and YouTube stuff coming in the future. Ooh. Yeah, but last but not least, also just iTunes. Please go rate it. While you're sitting around with your family at Christmas and you don't want to talk to them, listen to all 10 episodes of the Entirely X Gaming podcast.
Yeah, we're slightly more fun to listen to. Ish.
Yeah.
Only slightly.
Yeah, so go there and give us a good old 5-star for Christmas.
Yes.
But that's it for me. May the force be with you. I'm going to see episode 8 right now. I'll talk about that next week.
All right. See you guys later.
See you in a bit, guys. Have some fun.
All right.
Peace out.
Boom.